Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got week 24 of 2025 Plan With Me. And today's sticker kit is by Planning Made Easy. I have done a sticker kit by that shop before, but if I'm remembering right, they are also closed on Etsy. I promise I will get some newer sticker kits. These are kits that I've had for a while, that I only started using because I started this YouTube channel. Because in my everyday planning, I don't use this many stickers. That's why this is specifically like a memory keeping plan with me, because I simply do not use this many stickers in my everyday planning. That's just how I prefer to set up my day in and day out planner. But for doing this memory keeping planner, I absolutely love using all of the stickers and all of the kits. So as usual, I'm going to get started with my sidebar and then my larger stickers. So this week for dinners, we had teriyaki chicken, pork tacos, Alfredo spaghetti squash, sandwiches, ramen. We had the barbecue party for Father's Day, and then on Sunday we went out to eat. Then of course I'm going to add in my weekly trackers that I actually forgot to fill in before starting this video, but that's okay. I can always write it in later. And once I actually get halfway through the year, I'm gonna do a flip through so that you guys can see everything with any of the check marks and things added. So don't worry, you will get to see that in the flip through that I do. And then here is my quote sticker for this week. And then I will add, this week I do have this like washi style sticker that came with the kit, or stickers. There's two of them. There we go. We've got our to-do list stickers as well. Oh, that's better. And then another to-do list sticker for right here on Wednesday. Now that we're in like full-blown summer, it's just, whew. The kiddos and their activities, and it's super hot. Shockingly enough. Oh. Oh, and actually this sticker kit has date covers. So let me add those so that I don't forget. I think that's what makes me such a hardcore planner, is the fact that I know that if I don't write it down, I will 100% forget. I try not to, but my brain has 100% learned to function solely off of my planner. And then I've got Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday. Okay, and then I've got a large box decorative sticker for Thursday that I'm going to throw right up at the top here. And then for Friday, I have a decorative box. And then I've also got a to-do list. There we go. Then I will add my to-do list bar right up here. And then for Saturday, I've also got a decorative box. There we go. And then for Sunday, I've got a decorative box and a to-do list. And then I've also got a nice little weekend sticker. Oh, there we go. It's okay, it covered up part of Sunday, but no biggie. Okay, perfect. Now I can go ahead and get started on Monday. So I'll fold this in half. And the first thing that I'm going to mark for Monday is going to be my reading. And on Monday, I read for 2 hours. All right, my handwriting is a little bit questionable there. Oh well. And then the next thing I've got to mark down for Monday is I did my nails. A little icon, and then I will just write out manicure. And then after that, I had a conference call. And then we also went swimming that day. Let me put this here. There was 1 week here recently that we literally went swimming every single day. But that's summertime for you. Okay, and then after that, I am going to mark down the bills and budgeting with this little $, and I will write bills and budgeting. And then the next thing I have is I spent some time with the kiddos. There we go. And I've got this little girl laughing. I'm gonna write quality time with the kids. My 2 miniature humans. And then the last item that I have to mark down is that I did get to utilize a shower steamer this day. Pen. There we go. Shower steamer. Perfect. And that moves me on to Tuesday. And again, of course, I will be marking my reading down for this day. I'll put my little book over here. I read for 1 hour. And then, of course, this was also the day that, one of the days that my son has martial arts. So I'll add this little car icon over here. And I will write son martial arts. And then we went on a walk with our doggo, Mr. Apollo, who is absolutely staring at me through my office doors because I've said the word walk. And then I did the menu planning this day. So I'll put this little taco here, and I will write menu. Well, now that looks like a W. Planning. There we go. And then I do have one more item to mark. Hopefully it fits okay. Yeah, just barely enough space, but it'll work. Okay. And I had another conference call this day. So I will write conference call. Perfect. And then that moves me on over to Wednesday. So for Wednesday, I will notate my reading. And on Wednesday, I read for 1 hour. And then, of course, my son did again have martial arts class. I'll put the little car icon over here. And then I will write son martial arts. And then, of course, it is Wednesday, so I did post a YouTube video. I'll put that here with my little laptop girly. And then I will write YouTube video. Perfect. And then I did also have some planning time. I'm gonna put this lovely little planner icon, and then I will just write planning time. And then I did have another conference call this day. We were just conferencing it up over here. And then I'll put the little phone icon. And then I will write conference call. And then I did also have a bubble bath on this day. I've got this little bubble bath girly icon. And then I'll write bubble bath, of course. I did not have wine like this cute little sticker does, but I was in there reading on my Kindle, so a good time was still in fact had. And then the last item that I was gonna mark for today, oh, there we go, was that I watched Cobweb. Oh, I think I lost my little TV icon. Let me grab another one real quick. Yeah, this one will work. It's a little bit big, so let me trim it down. I just have like the little, whatever that thingy is called for movies, which it checks out because I watched the movie Cobweb. Just trimming a little bit of the excess white. Because as much as I don't mind at all having the white there, per se, it's just when it makes the icon sticker look gigantic in comparison to the box that I'm using. So see, I cut it down and it looks fine, but if I was to have left all of that on there, it would just look a little bit too large for the box that I'm using. And then I'm just gonna write Cobweb. And then that finishes up the first part of the week. So I'm gonna flip us over and we'll get started on Thursday. So of course, for Thursday, I've got to mark my reading. Well, I have sticker trimmings on my finger. There we go. And on Thursday, I read 1.5 hours. As of right now, I just started book 28 today. So, all good things. Okay, and then I'm going to mark the first appointment that we had here. And I'm just going to write 9 a.m. appointment. I didn't think that through. And then we had a secondary appointment that was at 11. So I'll put that here. And then I'm just gonna write 11 a.m. appointment. Okay, and then of course we did a couple of other things because of these appointments, we kind of had to rearrange everybody's schedule. So we turned it into a little family day. And then I'm gonna put this fun little giggling, smiling icon. Family lunch. And again, I'm doing like these double strokes for whatever reason. It's all good though. Okay, so I also had some planning time on this day, so I'm gonna mark that right down here. This cup is quite large, so I'm gonna try and center it the best I can. Okay, here we go. And that was for planning time. And the last item that I had for Thursday was I watched some movies with my daughter. I'm just gonna write movies with daughter. Perfect. And then that moves me right along to Friday. And for Friday, first I'm gonna mark my reading. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. I read for 1 hour. And then we did shopping with my parents. Shopping with my parents. And then we did also do lunch with my parents. I'm trying to remember where we went. I think we went to one of our favorite Mexican restaurants, if I remember right. But naturally, the kids loved it. And then lunch with my parents. So that was a fun little day. We ended up doing pretty much those two things for the entire day Friday. So that was nice. And then on the 14th, I'll start with my reading. And I read for 2 hours. And then let's see, after that, oh no, please don't stick to each other, hopefully. Okay, so first up after that, for Father's Day, my son's martial arts studio had a Father's Day class, so his dad took him to that. I'm just gonna write martial arts class. They had a lot of fun doing that. And then down here is where I'm marking our barbecue cookout because I could not resist this sticker. It was just too cute. We did not have any unicorns in attendance, although that would have been interesting if you're thinking about the movie Death of a Unicorn. In that instance, maybe not if they're angry. My husband and I did have a date night this night. We watched the movie 28 Days Later, hoping that maybe we'll watch the new one. Maybe not, I'm not sure. But I'll just write 28 Days Later. And yes, 100% both of us started falling asleep because we got very, very tired. We also went to, I went with some friends to this little oddities shop and bought some things that I definitely did not need for my Dead Things wall, but I love them. Oddities shop with friends. And then we also, well, I will go ahead and mark that that I posted a YouTube video this day. Put my little laptop girly. I will write YouTube video. And then we did also go swimming with some friends. Okay, I might have enough space if I put this up here. Okay, and I'll put my little swimming icon over here. And then I will just write swimming with friends. And then the last item that I have to mark for Saturday is tea time. And then I'll put the little tea baggie over there. I'm just gonna write hot tea. Perfect. And then that brings me to Sunday, which was actually Father's Day. And I'll start with logging my reading as usual. Little purple box. And then I'm gonna put the little open book icon sticker right here. And then I read for 3 hours. And then the first thing that I am going to mark I'm going to put this big box right here for Father's Day. There we go. And then I'm actually not even going to use a box, but I am going to add this Lazy Day couch sticker because this day was primarily spent reading, playing video games, relaxing, trying not to leave the house under any circumstances other than grabbing dinner, I think. But that wraps me up for week 24 of 2025. I hope you guys had fun planning with me. I'll link all of the stickers that I can in the description box as usual. If you guys have any questions or any requests for different videos, definitely leave that in the comments as well. Otherwise, I hope you guys had fun planning with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.